Welcome back to Tea Breaks, where we will drink some tea and open some Pokemon. Today, really excited, we have not one, not two, but 3 of the Mewtwo Team Rocket tins. I'm not actually 100% certain what cards are inside all of these. I think obviously there's going to be Destined Rivals, but I don't know if it's purely Destined Rivals or whether we might get some Journey Together or something else in there as well. And of course, we will get the Mewtwo promo, which is a really, really sick promo. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well. Look, I'm a small channel. I've not got many followers or many subscribers at the moment, and I'm trying to get my start. So look, all those little interactions, they make a massive difference. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd be ever so grateful. All right, well, let's get cracked in. I think we'll start with the middle tin. Try not to damage it at all. There we go. This is really exciting for me because I don't often open tins, and I tend not to buy them. But I was lucky enough to get all of these at retail, actually. I think one of them when it came out, and it was, a few months ago? Was it in August that these came out? And 2 of them over the last week, actually, which is what I thought I'd do this opening from my local gaming shop. Right, so we've got this Mewtwo promo. We need to be really careful with that. That's really nice. I'm not going to take it out of the packaging. I think I'm going to do that off camera just to be a bit careful. For those looking to master set, then Destined Rivals, this is obviously like a really important card. But let's see what cards we get inside. So we get, so it's 2 Destined Rivals and 2 Journey Together. And I actually really enjoy Journey Together. I have almost master set the whole thing, so that's actually not a bad thing to be opening, and I really enjoy it. I think the Pokemon in there are really cute. Obviously, Destined Rivals holds the higher value, but Journey Together, I think, nevertheless has some really, really cool Pokemon in it. And like I've said it before, I'll say it again, Destined Rivals, I think, is a little bit overrated, especially that Mewtwo, the SIR. It looks more like a full art to me. I do not understand why it commands such a high price. Another one of the promos. So I think actually what we can do is maybe turn this into more of a pack battle. Destined Rivals versus Journey Together. So we'll have 6 of each. And then we'll see once and for all which set is better. I've opened not a lot of Destined Rivals. I've opened an awful lot of Journey Together, and I've had, I would say, not great luck on it. I've opened maybe a couple of 100 packs. I think I've pulled 3 SIRs. So I've been a little unlucky on that, and each time I pulled the same one, and it was the Volcanion, which is, not a Pokemon I'm particularly keen on, but also not a Pokemon card that holds an enormous amount of value in the set. So hopefully, Journey Together, you are going to redeem yourself a little bit in terms of the quality of the openings. We will start with Journey Together then. And Lily and her Clefairy are a good indication of what we might be able to get. That's obviously the big chase of this set, for Lily's Clefairy. I actually picked one up at a card show over the course of the last weekend because I just assumed, look, I'm never going to be able to open a card and open a pack and get it. I'm going to have to buy it. I was really hoping I might be able to open my way to one, but it's just not been the case. Brock scouting, that can be really useful, actually. I'm learning the TCG, so I'm trying to collect as many of the different trainer cards and the useful ones as I can get. Okay, so we've got the Matang reversed, Levincia, unlucky, and then Magnamortar. Okay, so nothing with our first pack, but that is okay. We still have 5 more packs to go. Oh, and before we should go on, my tea is from You Are My Favorite mug that my wife bought me, which always makes me smile when I see it. She's bought me quite a few of the mugs, actually, that I have. And they've always got really cute messages. She bought me the mug. It was such a sweet one. It had us as a Pikachu and an Eevee sitting under a tree, sort of watching the sunset, and she bought me that for my birthday last month. She has excellent taste in cute mugs. Pichu, Tauros, Morpeko, Venture Bomb, okay, Totoscroll, And this is the big one. Electrike. Cool card art, though. Very cool card art on the Electrike. So we have nothing for our first packs, but it's not exactly unsurprising considering the pull rates on these are, well, later Scarlet and Violet pull rates are really quite abysmal. I can't remember exactly what they are. I'll pop them up on the screen, but if I remember, it's something like 1 in every 5 or 6 to an EX, 1 in every 9 to 12 maybe for an illustration, 1 in every 18, is that right? In order to be able to get a full art or an ultra rare, and then 1 in 70 plus for an SIR, which is absolutely bonkers. That Golem, the Alolan's Golem, the Alolan's Golem, really cool. Really cool. No, nothing on the Clink. And I've not pulled an SIR in quite some time, actually. I was saying it on another video recently. I've opened quite a lot of packs, over the last month or two. And while I did have some really good luck at the start of Mega Evolutions, with some of the Lily's Determinations and, of course, the Gold Lucario, I've not had like an absolute banger since then. So I feel like I'm kind of overdue for one. Now, it may just be all of my luck saving itself up for Phantasmal Flames, which is coming out in a couple of weeks. No, actually just over a week and a half from when I've recorded this. So maybe that's it. Ooh, let's hope that we pull you as the SIR. No, unfortunately, but can we get full art? No, nothing. Okay, so we are absolute duds for now in terms of our cards. So we've opened, what is that, 2 packs of each, and we've seen nothing. Now, it's a very real possibility that you'd open this number of packs, was it 12, and you may just not see any real hits, but we would certainly hope that we'll see something reasonable. I'd take a good illustration rare, take a couple of good EXs as well, actually. Quite happy seeing the Grimmstyle, because I think it's very playable right now, especially as sort of a counter to some of all the Gardevoir decks. Okay, Postwick and Rockruff. Okay, well, it's a cute Pokemon. It's definitely a cute Pokemon. And double. Okay. Oh, and who do we have? Okay, so this is the Team Rocket pack. I usually like to order my sets in terms of my favorite card art, but I feel like, I don't know why, but it would feel like unfair if we are pitting 2 sets against each other. That might not seem quite right. We've got to just take them as they come and just see what happens. Applin, Zubat, Meowth, Dwebble. I really like Dwebble as a Pokemon. Starmie, horrible, horrible Hippo. And TM Machine. No, a full art though. The Electivire. That's nice. I didn't have this one before. That's really cool. Okay, really chuffed with that. Very, very nice. I love the texture. I love the contrast of the yellows into the greens and the blacks. Look, I know full arts aren't everyone's favorites, and they don't really command the highest value. Ooh. But I really love them. I think there's a simplicity to them that I really enjoy. Okay, indeed. Right, so that's 6 packs down, 3 of each. And at the moment, Destined Rivals is ahead, and not just ahead, but ahead with an ultra rare as well. So it's going to take some beating. We're going to have to pull something really good from the Journey Together to get ourselves back in contention. All right, Spaghettio, Exceligor, Corviknight, Greedent. I mean, it's just a fat squirrel. It's very cute. I feel like my pronunciation skills have gotten a lot worse since I've started trying to collect Pokemon, because I can just never get their names right. It doesn't really matter what they are. I mean, unless it's something like Mew or Charmander, really simple ones. As soon as there are more than a couple of syllables, I feel like my mouth turns to cotton wool and I completely forget what I'm saying and how to read. So it's not that I don't know the Pokemon, but a lot of the time I don't think I've ever heard them said out loud. When you form like your own mental version of what a word should look like, and then when you try and sort of read through it, ooh, sandwich, keep that on the side. And then suddenly it's like, oh, actually that's not what those letters are trying to say. and then you just feel like a bit like an idiot. Hey, okay, cool. Mewtwo EX. Nice. So how does this differ then between the promo ones? So they're facing a different direction, which I think is fairly common for promos. They tend to just be quite similar, but then just sort of reversed. I mean, not literally reversed identically, but, you know, often they'll be facing the other way. All right, nice. And that's a good EX to pull. I mean, anything that's Mewtwo or Mew related is always like a nice card to pull. It's a little bit more, you know, sort of quite enjoyable. Okay, so that's 2 hits for Destined Rivals and absolutely none for Journey Together. Come on, Journey Together. I was just talking about how good of a set you are. You need to pull through. Maybe you're saving all the really good hits for like the end. And I certainly hope that's the case because we've only got 2 packs of you left. And so far, you are significantly letting me down. So I need you to get your act together and give us something big. We'll take some of those really cool illustration rares as well, like the Kilowatt Troll, the Articuno, the Whale Lord. I mean, they're all so nice. The Wooloo as well. There's a simplicity to it, which I absolutely love. That's why I love this set so much. There's a serenity and a joyfulness in it that some of the other Pokemon sets don't have. Reshiram, all right. EX, thank you for pulling through. And I do like this EX as well. Nice. So just as I was complaining about it, we get an EX. Now, an EX is obviously sort of it's not like the biggest of hits, but I will certainly take it. Now, which one do we want to open? Yeah, we did say we'd open them in order. So we'll do the Team Rocket and then we'll have Cynthia at the end. Maybe that'll be an indication then that we have the Garchomp in there, which is, well, I think still like £200 as a raw card, which is absolutely ludicrous for like a modern set. Like, it's nice. That's a really nice card, do not get me wrong. I'd very happily have it. But at that price, it just feels like, oh man, that's crazy. The market is absolutely crazy right now. Okay. Floatzel. Applin. I love Applin. What a silly little thing. Ariana. Okay, and anything at the back? No. Okay, so we are down to our last 2 packs, 1 from each set. So far, Destined Rivals is definitely winning because we've got a full art and an EX, whereas for Journey Together, we've just gotten the EX so far, over there with the Reshiram. But in terms of the pack arts that we have left, they are both, I hope, give us good luck. We've also got the Lily's Clefairy, of course. And that would be, wow, that would be something if we saw a Lily's Clefairy. Can you imagine if the Lily Clefairy pack art on the last pack, I have to do last pack luck, actually had a Lily's Clefairy in it? There we go. I think that would make my week, maybe even make my month. All right. Enzora, Tropius, Swinub, Sandaconda, Copperjaw, Ends Castle, a reverse Snorlax. I actually have a feeling I might need that Snorlax as a reverse. So that's actually really good. And Larvitar. Anything hiding behind? No. So it's been a bit of a, I'd say, maybe not the best opening then, in terms of the Journey Together. But let's see if Destined Rival then will really sort of rub it in its face, take home, not just take home the win, but, you know, do it in a humiliating style by giving us an absolutely crazy pull right at the end. That would be, well, that would be the dream. So the Woodoo, Squirvet, Nidoran, that's nice. With the purple and the pink, he looks so sinister there. That's really nice. Scrafty, Team Rocket's Great Ball, Orbital. Right, this is the big one. This is the big... Are we going to see the Mewtwo? Holy hell! Oh my god! An SIR. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I've not seen one of these in so long. And from Destined Rivals as well. Goodness. Now, look, it may not be like the biggest of all the chases, but my god, that's still such a cool card. Oh, man. Okay. Let's have a look if there's anything behind it. There's not. So it looks really clean from what I can see. Centering is maybe a little left heavy, just maybe a little, but not massively. Actually, it looks not bad on the back. No whitening that I can see. The edges all look really clean. God. I mean, wow. Okay, so we are over the moon at this. I mean, I was just saying it's been so long since I've had an SIR, and then look, we get an SIR on the last pack of the video as well. That is incredible fortune. I'm quite blown away. Damn. All right, well, let's get them sleeved up. So we'll put the Mabostiff in pride of place. It clearly is the absolute hit of the day, right? Probably the hit of the month for me. That's huge. Oh wow! I like it. You know when you hit something amazing and your adrenaline starts going, you're like, oh god, I can barely think of what to say. And like you might think, what do you mean? Like you must hit Pokemon cards all the time? You open them fairly regularly. I do, but equally, like this is an expensive hobby, and this is my own personal money that I'm spending on it. And so while I do open a reasonable amount, I certainly don't open enough to hit like cards like this on a consistent basis. This is a big deal for me. I'm really, really chuffed. So in total today we got 2 EXs, one from Journey Together and one from Destined Rivals. We got this really cool Electivire full art, which I do enjoy a lot. And then the big boy, the Arvin's Mabostiff. Really clean SIR. He's going to go back in his pride of place. Well, really appreciate you coming along for the ride. We did better than I was certainly expecting us to, so that's been a delight. These tins have proven their value, and you know what? I may have to take it back. Destined Rivals is a hell of a set. Journey Together, I still love you, but you've got some work to do to recover, I think, in the future. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It makes such a difference. And do check out some of the other videos that I've got on the channel. I've got some really fun openings where we pull some really, really cool cards and some nice ones as well. Thank you so much. Catch you next time.